What you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Chevy John don't come for you? Tell me what you wanna do, what you gonna do.
Florida man standing in his sunroof while driving his Cadillac down I-4.
What you gonna do, what you gonna do when they come for you?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Lorena Creole, bringing you that spice to pop culture and sci-fi analysis, and of course, keeping it real when it comes to theme parks. And welcome to the Welcome to Florida show, where we talk about all kinds of stuff from the mundane to the crazy to the you must be making it up kind of stuff for the second craziest state in the union. But we're so happy you guys are here hanging out with us. We've got a fun show for you today around, of course, it's football season, and football season is sacred. Not only is it sacred in the South, particularly sacred in the state of Florida. So we're going to go through a couple of teams to make you aware of, and some fun stuff behind all of them, and just have an absolutely great time tonight. So speaking of a great time, we've got my co-host Culture Casino with us, and
hello.
A special guest we have, DadManWalking, the only other person on the planet I know who knows Palatka.
Yes, Lorena, it is a pleasure and honor to be here. And I know the first show that when I heard you mention Putnam County, I was like, holy crap. We're going to make Florida really famous when you hear about that place.
Yeah, it's Putnam County is like in the middle of nowhere, and
you really had to make an effort to go there if you want to. By the way, I never saw Walmart Willie.
Oh, you didn't say Willie the Walmart?
I looked out for Willie the Walmart pimp, but I never found him when I was down there last time.
Oh, you know what? He may not be at the Putnam County Walmart. I was pretty much claiming that he would be there because he just seemed to be able to fit in perfectly.
Well, maybe I caught him he was on an off day for him. Who knows?
It could have been. It could have been.
But it's Walmart and Palatka, so it's always an adventure there.
Thank you so much, Jordan Chornak, for sharing that in the Facebook groups. I sure do appreciate that. Thank you so much. We love getting the word out about this stream. So thanks so much for sharing that out. So, folks, we are going to welcome you guys in the chat before we get started with our usual show shenanigans. Hopefully you all recovered from the Florida bingo show last week.
Oh yeah, so much fun. We're really going to put together something special for that. That has to be an event. So I'm looking forward to working with you on that. So.
Yeah, it's we've got a lot of great stuff coming up planned for the next Florida bingo show. So stay tuned for sure. So let's see. Of course, DadManWalking is here. Says hello, everyone. And we have Snortapoopas Q Burr. Thank you for being a channel member, along with DadManWalking. Says hello, humans and other critters. Well, hello to you. And we have Rogue Disney, who says, how do everyone? Well, doing great, Rogue Disney. Hope you're doing good as well. I see finalize your park time this week. Yes. It's the 50th anniversary of the Magic Kingdom. I have to specify the Magic Kingdom. People think it's all the parks, but no, actually it's 50th anniversary of the Magic Kingdom. So that kicks off October 1st. I'm not going to be there October 1st because I have to work, but I will be live streaming from the parks that Saturday morning and actually Sunday evening, which was going to take the place of this show airtime, but folks will be on with me at that time. So let's see. We have for Rise of the Resistance. Oh, okay.
Wow.
It'll be interesting to see how that changes.
That's like nothing.
Yeah. Considering how it used to be like 3 hours, or waiting for the droid in the virtual queue. It took like I think it took 4 hours.
Wow.
for me to get on. It was nuts. But we will see exactly how that's going to work once, the real crowds start descending on there. If it's working, knock wood, it's working. Because it went down 3 times when I was there before I was going to get on. And that's Dennis Kacheka says, "Hey, Lorena. Well, hello to you. Glad you're here hanging out with us." And we have got Gary Banjo Sandwich Worthington, UK ready. Hello, all. Well, hello, Gary. Glad to see you're here. A lot of folks in the UK are glad they're going to be able to come back over here to go to Disney. So a lot of them are excited. And let's see, who else do we have? Of course, there's Culture, who says, "Hail, friends."
That's right.
Here on the
That's right.
panel. Thank
That's
you. And we have, here's someone we haven't seen in a while. Amanda Gilliam presents, says, "Go Gators and go Dad."
Hi,
AGP.
Amanda.
Play.
Hi, Amanda. Yeah.
AGP.
By the way, I don't scream regardless of what her and Steven say, even though she tortures me on Friday nights and
I
Dead by
think I've
Daylight.
I've heard the scream.
You have it's fervently emote. I fervently emote. I do not
Oh,
scream.
okay. All right. It's not a scream. It's
All right.
Oh, okay. So it's not
Right.
like
Yeah.
Ass's war cry. It's a little.
no.
Okay.
Culture knows.
Okay.
No.
Apparently he's heard it.
I'm going to drop in when nobody knows. That's going to listen for my.
There you go.
God Modef just became a sponsor. Well, thank you so very, very much for becoming a channel member. I sure do appreciate that. Let's see. JJ just became a sponsor. I'm assuming a re-up, and also with Mary Mayhem becoming a sponsor. So I believe that's a
Hey.
re-up as well.
Yep.
All of you folks who are members, there is a poll on the community tab about the next member stream. So I'm actually going to do that from a different location. So I've got a couple of selections or options up there, and right now Gatorland is winning.
Yay.
I
Hey,
like
Matt
Gatorland.
Steven.
Wait, am I here for the football?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you ready?
yeah.
Are you ready
I
for
don't-
some football?
I don't
Ready
know
for it?
anything about football.
Don't worry.
Good.
Don't worry. Just smile and nod.
Smile and nod. Smile
Just
and
smile
nod.
and nod. Smile and nod. But yeah,
Can I
for
have a nap?
yeah, but what? Oh, you can have a nap. Yeah, come on.
I can.
You can have a nap. It's all right. All right. Especially if it's food related. Uh,
Oh no, it's first poke related.
okay. Well,
Oh.
definitely get some
Yeah.
rest, my dude.
I will.
Definitely
But
get
like,
some rest.
hi chat, hi Dadman, hi Culture, hi
What's
Lorena.
up,
You
Steven?
look pretty as ever. And this is
Thank
a
you.
drive-by, jump in, jump out. I forgot it's about football. I know nothing about this sport, so I look like dead Seagal weight at this point.
Oh,
I tried to talk to you about it,
It'll-
but
And I fall asleep in traffic.
I
every
know.
day.
I'm trying to
You
help you. Stay with me long enough. I'll get you there.
You don't.
Is
You
it
don't
football
have to.
stalker?
No, they
In
ripped
other
it off from
places
us.
it is. Yeah, other places it is, but not here. Nope.
I'll stick
not
around
here.
for a little bit.
Cool. So great to have you. So yeah, so for the member stream right now, Gatorland is winning. So gonna close in about 24 hours, I would say. So if you are a channel member, please go and vote on where I'm gonna do the next members live stream. Should be a fun time. So please go do
Denny's.
that. Oh no, not Denny's.
No,
Not
Denny's.
Denny's. Waffle House.
Waffle House,
Wait.
absolutely. Look,
Waffle
in the
House.
south, it's Waffle House.
Yes.
Forget IHOP and forget Denny's.
Waffle House.
Triple hash browns.
Oh Lord. Y'all go. Oh.
It goes
Oh.
waffle, chicken tender, then you put hash brown, then waffle, chicken tender.
Love me tender.
They
Insulin.
probably have that at the
Careful, you'll no, don't do it. Don't karaoke anymore. We already know what happened.
Hey, E. Clay
was Mark.
Thomason, thanks for being a member. He says hi. And then there's, of course, there's a football that's there. And we have CJ, of course, our graphic artist, says, I wish you had told me Culture Casino was on the panel. I forgot to announce his hair.
Thank you, CJ. I love you, man.
Do you know something really, really flipping weird? The thumbnail for this show went missing for a while.
From your channel?
Yeah, like what I have in the background.
Yeah.
It was like gone. It had like the gray, weird looking YouTube thing on there.
Why?
I have no idea. I just re-uploaded it and put it back on. But that's the first time I've had it like coming
Question:
off.
Culture of the man with hair so famous it should get his own announcement.
Well,
Wow.
there you go. I wish
Yeah.
that.
Are we promoting flaming hemorrhoids?
Oh boy,
Uh,
No,
no,
snort.
no. Do I even want to know where that came from? No, I probably
Uber?
don't. I probably don't. I noticed that. Yeah, CJ, I just happened to see
Ah.
that. And no notice or anything. They just took it down. I'm like, what's offensive about it? Well, I put it back up. So
There you
it
go.
it's
stayed.
beautiful. CJ's work is so amazing. I yeah,
Isn't it awesome?
I know.
It's
I
so
need
cool.
to hire CJ to do my thumbnails. I do.
As a matter of fact, let me share this other one that he did because this is the 50th. So I'm going to be doing a lot of 50th
Oh,
streams
so
and videos
beautiful.
Oh.
and stuff like that. So what is that? So the Death Taco fireworks, aka Harmonious, because it's got the Stargate and the Death Tacos and everything. Supposedly they're going to be doing a preview of that on
Yeah.
Wednesday night.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go check that out Wednesday night. I'm going to film it in 4K and then upload it to my channel. So it's a surprise. Well, not surprised now, but to let you guys know, so you can see what it's like on the 50th. So just so everyone else could share. So let's see. Who else do we have in here? Talk to Ryan from Geeks and Gamers, RK Outpost. Also have Drunk 3PO with him. That's going to be a fun stream if I bring both of those guys here.
Oh gosh, when is this? What day is this?
I don't know. I'll have to talk to Ryan because we've had Jay on the show.
Mm-hmm.
We've
Yeah,
had Jay on the Florida
don't.
show.
Yeah, don't wait. Don't you guys are gonna make me fly back down there.
No worries. It would be awesome if we got Ryan on. I was gonna ask him last week, but he just moved, so he's got to settle in a little bit. Crispy Critters, drunks plus football plus Florida equal Nirvana. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
especially college. Man, tailgating at colleges. Oof.
Tailgating. College tailgates are great, especially if you know some alumni and they've got some good
Ooh.
food and stuff. And you
Mhm.
just show up where they're tailgating, and it's usually
Some of the best is the Florida Georgia game in Jacksonville every
Oh
year.
yeah.
Oh,
That is,
yeah.
I mean, they come, people with the motorhomes, they take over around the stadium. It's truly a week-long event. Yeah, it is something. But can I recount a quick firsthand story once?
Absolutely.
I
Go for
went
it.
with a friend to watch the Canes, the U versus UCF a few years ago. We
Mhm.
parked and we walked through that campus. That was like old Rome of like chaos, riot, drunkenness, and debauchery. Walking through that campus, and I swore then my kids would never go to school because it was like, oh my! I saw all kinds of stuff I was never prepared to see. Talk about hard partiers. That was a hard party and tailgate for that game down there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
They even had
believe it.
tents. People had tents on the lawns and stuff for some weird reason. It's just
Mhm.
crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tailgates can be some really, really it can be some really weird things going on.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you. Hey, Thomas the Gilkman is here. He says hi
Thomas.
there. Well,
Hey,
hello
Thomas.
to you, Thomas. Thomas, I guess the next Geeks and Gamers meetup is going to be in Thomas's backyard.
That's right. Yeah.
Here. It's gonna be
Yeah.
in
Thomas.
Boston, right?
That's right. That's right. Thomas gets another hangout with all the cool kids.
Wow.
Culture's picking me up and
You
driving
better
me
take
down
lots of video,
I wish I could.
Thomas.
there. You
I would
said,
like to.
you said
would like-
you would if I braided your hair.
I have to rescue all my Canadians and my Australians now. Apparently, I'm going to have to become the rescue person.
We're gonna have to yeah, we're gonna have to go around and get everyone. Oh my gosh. Live welcome to Florida around HHN, maybe probably in October, Rogue Disney.
Yeah.
I'm working on it. Since I live here now, I can do a lot more like Sunday shows on location with you guys on the
Ooh.
panel. So
Mhm.
yeah, we're gonna keep it different. So folks, welcome to the Welcome to Florida show. Before I get started, I like to talk about, I'm blowing myself up. You know how I like to talk about disrespectful desserts and everything,
Uh-oh.
right? Okay.
Uh-oh.
So
Mhm.
today I was over at where the heck's that place called? Uh Honeydukes over in Hogsmeade, okay? Wizarding World of Harry Potter, right? So you seen on my streams the flaming like the cauldron cake, okay? So I got it today.
Oh
This is
boy.
what it looks like. All right.
Wow.
It is literally cake
Ooh,
in a cauldron,
that's cool.
okay?
How
And if oh, go
how,
ahead.
how disrespectful is it?
Oh my gosh, let's see. There's at least about an inch thick of icing, and then there's like
Oh,
devil's food chocolate cake
Oh
in it.
man.
oh,
And oh, but wait, there's more. Apparently, this is a reusable baking cup.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're done with it, you can make more cake with it.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Right?
And where was that over?
Cake Creole sounds
This was at the oh god, hold on a second. I got a tab that keeps
Honeydukes.
running. You get it from Honeydukes, but you can also get it at the other sweet shop that is in Diagon Alley, the one
In-
next to the Weasley shop.
In
Oh,
the
wow.
in Universal Studios. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
In your
looks
studio.
like I got something on the agenda for next week.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah. Yeah,
you go.
it's so freaking disrespectful. They're like, yeah, you can reuse the cauldron cup and make more cauldron cake at
Oh
home.
man,
So
that's awesome.
I just thought that was a cool value added because it's like $11. I'm like, who wants to pay $11? I'm like, oh, okay, reusable cup. Okay, either way, it's
Wow.
delicious. It's great, and you know, you get a souvenir to bring back home with you and make some more cake with. So
Yeah. Sounds like a good plan. I mean, I may have to stop there 6 times.
Uh,
you should.
That way I have a set.
Mhm.
I had to hit that, then go get the butter beer. It's like back to
Ooh.
back, just
Oh.
sugar overload.
You got to get it with a little bit of the liquor in it though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that like
I don't
that
know.
shot in it.
I don't know how that would go for me. I might end up getting permanently banned from a park.
Ooh. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well, fair
But
enough.
yeah. Hey, the sugar's enough for me. The sugar and the chocolate.
Man, this is if you know what, yeah, this is a lot of sugar. I'm only able to eat half of it. I'm saving the rest
Ooh.
for like tomorrow. But it's oh gosh, it's just
Oh man, a
delicious.
perfectly good dessert. You're supposed to eat it fresh. Finish it all tonight.
You know what? You say that, and I'm probably still gonna freaking do that.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey Tim says hello.
Hey, Tim.
We're in a Creole
Hello.
panel. Why does it smell like Harry expired Crisco on a warm summer morning? Oh, hi,
Um,
Stephen.
Tim, the problem is your legs are still open, and
Oh, no.
you haven't been baking correctly.
We're only 19 minutes in.
Yeah.
I was being polite. He says I smell like Harry
Uh,
expired Crisco.
I like Tim. Don't be mean to Tim.
I liked him too. He was great in the
I
sequel
like
trilogy.
him too, but I just got finished eating dinner, so please, thank you.
Oh,
Uh,
my.
hey, Soul Assassin, I'm still ain't for that Texas donut and butterbeer. Oh,
Yeah.
the $20 Texas donut and the Lord.
Oh, I must have missed the Texas donut.
Oh man, that'll wreck your heart. That's only one donut and your heart's toast.
Where do you get that at?
Dude.
Voodoo.
Oh, okay, all right.
Voodoo.
Wow, that
Yeah.
sounds like one for the whole family to share.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
I mean,
or two families to share maybe.
when you
Uh,
when you go on a city walk, right? You can
Right.
go to Voodoo Donut. Just follow all the people
Right.
going to Voodoo Donut,
Yeah.
and there's the wheel, the wheel of
Wow.
diabetes that we show there
Oh,
on
yeah.
the show, and
Yeah.
yeah, there's the big Texas donuts, $20.
Wow. I've seen the caskets, but that sounds interesting.
that's actually part of the plan. When we all meet up this time, I'm hoping I can convince everybody to go to Voodoo, and I'll buy one of those caskets for everybody to die.
I'm there with you, dude. Just say the date and time.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, everybody follows. You're like, oh my gosh, it does
I'll tell the
exist.
wife. I'll tell the wife and kids to jump in the van. We're leaving town now.
We're gonna go get donuts.
Yep.
Donuts.
I'm still 8. I think it was a little mix up. I'm sure he's like, yeah, I'm still down with that. Yeah. Just found Voodoo Donuts is in Houston and Dallas. Dude, give yourself an insulin shot before you go. I'm gonna tell you that much.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, yeah, just and then maybe like head to a medical clinic to get your BP checked.
Yeah,
Dang.
it's a mess. Voodoo versus Everglazed.
Everglazed.
Who
Ooh.
wins? I haven't tried Everglazed donuts yet, so I can't. I cannot. I can't opine objectively on that. So I will have to try Everglazed. Keep trying to go to Everglazed, and I wind up at Gideon's. So
So here's what you do. You go and you buy both. Oh, absolutely, Rogue Disney. We'll let you know.
mhm.
We're gonna. That's a lot of donuts to eat. If you guys see what's in that casket, that's a lot of donuts. That's a
That's
lot
okay.
of donuts.
I can do it.
That's
Oh.
You don't have to
dude.
carry me
That's
out on a radio
that's
flyer.
just
But
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
snort of poopus.
Hey,
You're not
Snortopoopus.
tempting me with food talk tonight. I'm still digesting a large Philly cheesesteak and fries. Dude,
Mm.
that's gonna take you at least 24 hours.
No.
Yeah, I just wolfed down a two gourmet hamburgers with
Oh man.
with sautéed spinach
Mm.
Did I
and go ahead.
did I ever share? I think I tweeted it out, but there's something in a restaurant in South Carolina called the Pig's Dinner. When we talk about a single scoop of ice cream, we're talking about like take your hand, put 3 scoops in your hands. That's a single scoop for them.
Oh
13
boy.
scoops of that, all in one dessert,
Oh.
with whipped cream and nuts and all that stuff.
sounds like Bill and Ted. Remember that scene with Napoleon where he's like, "Who's the piggy wiggy?"
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Hey, Arwen. This is hey y'all. Lots of Sunday night love. Oh,
Hello,
thank you,
Arwen.
my dear. Thank you, my dear.
Arwen is everywhere now.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
She's a delight.
everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm
She
so
is.
I tell you what, though,
glad.
she is awesome in Fortnite, and can get quite wild with it. She's developed really well the last few weeks.
Ooh.
Dad
And not
is-
only that,
Nice.
not only that, if I'm not mistaken, she's newly a co-host for another amazing person. If I'm not
Yes.
Yeah, they're doing a show on Wednesday. Yep.
yeah.
Gonna be amazing. I'm so glad she's
Yeah. She's
so glad they're
she's
together
rolling
on
into the
that.
fellowship quite well, I think. She's joined our ranks. It's fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah.
So let's
One of us.
see.
One of us. One of-
He also loves DoorDash and French fries while playing Fortnite.
Both.
Oh, CJ's eyebrows are up and she's a redhead.
Yeah.
And self. As you should.
Zachariah
As you
rolled in.
should. Yay,
Zachariah rolled in.
Zachariah says howdy. Lorena Creole, Culture Casino, Fat, Steven, and DadManWalking.
Hello.
5. Yeah, we're gonna make you blush, my dear, because you so deserve it. And let's see, we have Mark D with the C.
Mark D.
Says, hi,
Hey, Mark.
Mark. Avalon. 20 of you folks here. Thank you so very much. Please do hit that like button. I sure as heck do appreciate it if you can do that for me. And with that said, oh, let's see what Florida man is up to. Let's put it
Ooh.
this way. The few stories that I could drop into the show, because if I went past 3, we'd never get back to the other stuff. And it just doesn't flip and work like that. Okay, so perp number 1.
Oh my, North Florida. Sorry,
Lake City.
we finally get representation in North Florida.
Oh wow.
Yep. So we have police. Lake City man steals car, tries to trade it back to the same dealership days later.
Oh, man.
Oopsie.
Oops.
Yeah. Oops. Employees say upon checking the vehicle's VIN number, they discovered the vehicle was stolen from the dealership's lot just a few days prior.
Wow.
So let's see. We got video. Hang on.
It looks like it's Channel 12, maybe.
Is it? Yeah, it's First Coast.
Yep.
No?
First Coast News 12
Okay.
and 25. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, this was my grandmother's favorite news channel. First Coast News.
A
Yep.
Florida man facing charges after allegedly stealing a car, then trying to return it to the very same dealership a few days later. Police were called to the Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Lake City, where Timothy Wolf, they say, was caught on camera taking the car from the lot. Employees say when they checked.
Okay, first of all, if you dumb enough to realize or not to figure out that lots have cameras
Mhm.
and they can. Disney said at least try to scratch the
Yeah.
bra.
Kind of like they do with firearms, just scratch
You
off
gotta-
the serial number.
You gotta pull it from 3 places though. That's hard.
Come on, man. And come on, man. This guy embarrasses Florida. You gotta know how to do this stuff. If you're gonna do it right. Don't just. I don't see how she's reading that story with a straight face, though.
Wait a minute. Dadman, are you giving car theft tips?
No.
Welcome to Florida. There is you got to do it right. Do you have a history?
Yeah. Well, no. We got pride in Florida. We got a way to do damn things, and we got. If you're gonna do something right, do it right. If you're gonna do it right.
Yeah, in fact, not only that, it's actually you make more money by getting the car chopped because because each of the parts is worth more than the whole.
And you can't trace all the parts.
Yeah,
Right. Exactly.
But hey, I mean, as a non-criminal, that's at least the path I would pursue.
I mean, how many episodes of Miami Vice did they show? The car gets stolen. It's like we got to trace it before it gets chopped off the parts. Incompetent criminal. Yeah, he'll be on World's Dumbest.
Yep.
He'll be on World's Dumbest.
Hey, Snorta Poopas, feel good for Pinellas County. You didn't get this story,
Oh man, let's see what else are in here.
Check the vehicle's VIN number. They saw it was stolen from the dealership lot 3 days earlier. Wolf now faces multiple charges, including grand theft of a vehicle.
Do you notice he has that face like, maybe I should have thought this through? He does.
Oh my gosh. It was just a trip. Let's see. Hold on a second.
Want to go to that all out?
Okay, so it wasn't just grand theft auto. Grand theft of a motor vehicle, dealing in stolen property, criminal mischief, and petty theft.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're going to try to get one of those to stick. I mean,
Grand theft might work.
Yeah.
Returning it to the same dealership might actually make it not grand theft.
It might just make
I don't know.
But what about the employees? I mean, if you're an employee and your inventory in the lot, why wouldn't you get suspicious before even checking the VIN number? If you knew it had a red sedan stolen, a red sedan popped up. Anyway, sorry.
I don't even know if they'd had enough of a chance to report it stolen, or if they did, somebody was slacking on the job.
Wait. Is our article from last week the related link right there that you just had your cursor on? Woman accused of driving naked on golf cart during standoff. Is there the article we did last week?
Yeah.
Yes, the article we did last week.
This is related? How is this related?
Not only is that the article that we did last week, it's also an article that we did on the Babe the Menace. Because we had it on my show, and then I think Mandy pulled it up on Babe the Menace.
Wow.
It's funny how all these Florida shows start going down and other shows like that. Yeah, Dominic Toretto would not be proud.
That's right, Rogue Disney. It was an extended test drive.
Yep.
He brought it back. He wanted to trade the car, for a different extended test drive, probably. I don't know. Just it really not bright. But thank you.
He wanted to get paid for that.
Hey, TD. Yeah, soulless acid to be a fly and the holding, I guess the holding pin.
Yeah.
Dale.
Yeah.
Both the car ride and holding pin. So what are you in for? What's you in for?
Release grand theft.
Yeah, I stole a car.
Yeah, a dumbness. I'm here because I'm dumb.
I'm really stupid.
God,
that's funny. Oh man, so yeah, that's
but that should have been a Palaca story though. Lake City's only about an hour or so north, but that one read like a Palaca story.
It sure did.
It's like it did.
No joke. I think last year when I went to visit my relatives in Putnam County, I just got the the Palaca Star, whatever, and then went to like the police blotter and just started reading stories.
Yep.
But that does sound like a Putnam County. So only thing is Putnam County, well, mostly used car lots in Putnam County.
Oh yes.
Pretty much though. Let's see.
This one.
Why am I missing one? I missed one. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. DadManWalking sent this one in.
Yep.
He sent this one in. So, cop, Palm Bay cop takes selfie with gator stuck in storm drain. Now, you cannot call yourself a tried and true Florida law enforcement officer until you have been in a story or a call that somehow involves a gator.
Mm-hmm.
So Palm Bay, which is a little bit south of Titusville, I believe, if I remember correctly. So yeah,
Yep.
so here's the officer, and here's the gator.
It's stuck in a storm drain.
It's
Yeah, it is. That's what's so wonderful about it. And then the officer just sitting there, taking it. And when Lorena responded, like, it's typical for Florida, I was like, my question was, who are you talking about, the gator or the selfie taker? Because everybody in Florida loves to take their selfies.
I want to say the gator because I hadn't really thought about selfies because I just think about just all the articles and the stories that are there's some kind of gator involved.
Absolutely.
Usually, and it's just like for Florida cops, it's just like you have not had a true Florida police experience until you've had like let's say a coke bust, naked people running down the street, and a gator involved.
Well, what did the one sheriff say? You call, we come.
Oh
Yeah.
So it's like, so that come out.
That's my county, damn it! It's what it's. Oh, Brevard County.
Oh, there you go.
Put it on your bingo cards.
There
You're a
you
winner.
go. There you go. Some states have clowns in the storm drains. We have gators. Oh yeah.
Yep.
I feel kind of bad for him. He's like stuck. Can't get anywhere. Hey, Project Storytime. Yep.
Hey, Project Storytime.
Only in Florida. Yeah, that's right. That's why in the opening credits, I got that from Cops, one of the most famous episodes of Cops where they had to go and get the gator. And I think they couldn't get a hold of Fish, Wildlife and Game or whatever. And the guy's like, "No, I got it." So he's like trying to wear the gator out. It's just hilarious. Kind of like Pooh eating too much honey. What did the gator eat to get dude?
The neighborhood's dogs.
Probably a lot of nutria, to be honest with you, which are basically giant rats. They're big rodents down there.
Mm-hmm.
And chihuahuas.
Especially down in those drains.
Yeah.
Hey, Epstein's ghost, how you doing? How you doing? I usually see you over there in the Dark Council chat. What up? Nice to be here with y'all. Well, thank you so much. Glad to see you. Glad to see you here with us. What was the officer supposed to do while waiting for Florida Wildlife to come and deal with the gator? Yeah, gator's not going anywhere. It's it's stuck. Might as well take a selfie. Be put on a
Absolutely.
Hey, Big Alchemy. This makes me miss my short time in Florida. Yeah, but here's the one thing to learn about this PSA: if you see a gator, don't mess with it. Just call Florida Wildlife. What is it? 866 FWC Gator. Just call Florida Wildlife Commission. They'll just come out and get it. So let's see. We got 25 of you folks in here watching. Thank you so very much. Please hit that like button.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for being here. And this is the Welcome to Florida show. So let's see. We want to go to the Villages, or do we want to go to Miami?
Always want to go to the Villages.
Yeah, let's go to the Villages.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get our favorite friend to say one of his quotes.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, it's actually going pretty good, Carl. I understand.
Do we even need to talk about this one?
Oh my!
So many questions just from the headline.
Oh my!
Yeah, the Villages, Lord. Okay, so villager arrested after allegedly throwing mechanical massager at wife. The villager was arrested after allegedly throwing a mechanical massager at his wife. Carl Herbert Gabriel Jr., 60, of the village of, I think it's Dunedin. I can never say that right.
Dunedin.
Dunedin. Okay, there we
Or Dunedin.
Dunedin. Oh, okay.
Dunedin.
Yeah.
Was taken into custody on a charge of domestic battery at 11:48 a.m. Thursday.
Oh, I guess I had a battery. Yeah.
Report from the Sumter County Sheriff's Office. Okay, so Sumter County's got one.
Wow.
Well, they got one last week, I think, though, too. Yeah.
Mhm.
Anytime it's the villages, it's usually Sumter County. Gabriel and his wife have been involved in a verbal argument when the 6-footer allegedly threw the mechanical massager at her, striking her on the right side of the forehead. She had a bruise on the right side, the report noted. Oh, Lord, this guy's from Trenton, New Jersey.
See, it's not Floridians, folks. It's transplants.
Oh, yeah, this is a transplant story, but it's the villages. So
Yeah, it is a very clinical name. Yes, thank you, CJ.
yeah, we figured that. I have no idea.
Wow, chat's on fire now.
Oh, this is why I love the chat.
That's awesome.
That doesn't go there. It goes anyway. I'm not.
It's really neat being on this side. Usually I'm on the other side. It's quite interesting to see what they throw out there.
Oh my.
New tonight, a Florida man facing charges after allegedly stealing a car.
So many questions.
Uh-oh.
Turn it to the very same dealership.
The other tab started playing.
You can't stop Channel 12.
No, it's just like we're here. We're still here. We're still here.
Yeah, I have questions too.
Yeah, here's what I think it is. I think the Villages News just reported on this. So I guess they're just claiming all of Sumter County. So,
well, you have a lot of different villages, communities, right? They're all labeled something different.
Mm-hmm.
So, don't know.
That is
but
true.
I do find it interesting. Wow.
I have no idea. All I know is my condolences to the police officer who had to write this report. That's what I'm saying.
Is it possible it's truly a back massager, one of those massage? I'm just trying to be hopeful.
We're forgetting one thing. We have to feel sorry for the person who had to pick it up and put it in the bag.
That's right. Yeah, that became evidence.
And take off the glove.
Yeah, it's gonna suck. Whoever
can you imagine that
rookie that was? I'm so bad.
Can you imagine just being there, picking it up, trying not to giggle and looking professional at the same time, going, "Nope, I'm out."
Nope.
This is the Villages. It probably would not be the craziest thing that they haven't seen so far.
Oh man.
They massage now.
I'm just trying to be young and naive, okay? I'm just trying to look on the positive side. It could have been worse. Yeah, it could have been it could have been way worse. You know, I'm so glad that I don't try to monetize these Florida streams on purpose.
It'd be impossible.
It just would not.
Whoever wrote that headline deserves a bonus for being able to write that so creatively. You know?
True. Thank you so much, Big Alchemy, for becoming a channel member. Thank you so very much. Please do check out all the channel member stuff that's in the community tab. Sure do appreciate that. And welcome. And welcome. Hey, Vertical Horizons, the Villages is heaven on earth. Well,
in its own way, yeah, I guess. Or it's the waiting room anyway.
Oh. This is true. I'm not sure what it yes, you do. Hey, Cavatano cannot lurk and no more. She is lucky she did not have a Sibian Moto Bunny or the Tremor. Okay, I have no idea what those are, but
those are very large toys. Those are large toys for ladies.
I'm assuming they're trade names. Mm-hmm.
Brand names.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Brand names for ladies.
I was called the Graboid.
Oh wow, you oh man, you guys are killing me. You guys are killing me. Let's see. So the last thing, I think I'm gonna talk about actually before we
Drugs.
get into this?
Yeah, where's the
I know.
skip
You know
sighting?
what?
Oh, there's-
Oh man, I forgot about that. Where'd he go? Yeah, yeah.
Drugs.
Hell, right.
There he is.
Thank you.
I love
Yep.
Skip. I love Skip. So here's the last thing. So if you thought Florida Man Bingo was
Oh boy.
was something else, yeah, y'all go with that. That's exactly the image I want to
Exactly.
portray. I would go
Keep
for
it that way,
I would go
Lorena.
for that. Yeah. I have no idea. Even when I do, I'm not going to admit it to you.
Dennis.
Sorry, that's the Southern woman in me. We're just no, we're no.
You got
no,
an image to uphold.
We
Yeah.
yes, we cannot admit that in mixed company. We just
Mhm.
cannot.
Well, it's okay. It's all right.
Can't do that. Hey, Nina says hi, Lorena Creole. I'm getting ready to go live, but just wanted to stop by, drop a like, and say I love you. Have a great show, hun. Well, thank you so much, my
Aw.
dear. Have an awesome,
Thanks.
awesome show. I do believe Nina's show starts at 9. So, folks,
Yeah.
when we're done over here, please
Go check
do
that out.
Go over and check out
Yeah,
Nina's stream.
and I'm glad that you just love Lorena and none of the rest of us. Thanks.
I love you, Nina. Thank you for that tweet earlier where you were showing me the Steven Seagal clothing line. That was great. You haven't seen it. Oh my god.
I think I'm heartbroken now.
See, R1 degrees. Yeah, see, we get the vapors on subjects like this. If you ever watch Designing Women, you'll get, you'll
Oh
kind of,
man.
you get the idea. Oh no, girl, I have not. I tagged out on what's
Yes.
what if. You may have to tag me when Hawkeye comes around because I just have to watch it just for pure clown value. Okay, let's see here. So, if you thought, like I said, if you thought Florida Man Bingo was something, guess what?
All right.
Florida Man is coming to Netflix.
Now, is this our friend, the Bloody Barons Florida Man, or their thoughts on Florida Man?
I think it's their thoughts on
all right.
Florida Man. So, let's see. Coming to Netflix. It's being shot in North Carolina, in Wilmington, near where my
What?
sister lives.
What? Why are you produce the thing in North Carolina when it's about a Florida man?
So Florida Man
come
can't
on.
get him.
Yeah, we got you, sissies. Come down to Florida and film the show. Come on, get real Florida men for that thing. Sorry, Lorena. I just.
Oh,
No,
they
Florida-
probably-
It's
they
like if you're
probably
going to make a show about Florida, do it in Florida, not in North Carolina. Yeah.
And
No, do it in Utah.
Florida Film has some really good
Yeah.
tax incentives for production. So
They do.
you really should be down there. That's weird.
And we got
You know.
gators.
Yeah,
need a
actually,
gator?
yeah.
Stuck in
Need a
sewer.
gator?
Yeah.
Got a gator.
But they probably want to have it like Florida, but not really be Florida. I don't
Right.
know. It's weird. They probably don't want Florida Man showing up and like, we heard you're talking about us.
No, but I would be the person if they're out there filming. I'd be the person walking in the background photobombing it. So that might be why too.
Dressed as a Fortnite character.
Oh boy.
Either the hot dog or the banana.
Probably the hot dog. Probably the hot dog.
Okay, wait. Check this out. Okay, so members will get to watch Edgar Ramirez, who starred in Yes Day, An American Crime Story, The Assassination of Gianni Versace, which I was supposed to actually watch that and get a chance to, play an ex-cop who must return to his home state of Florida to find a Philly mobster's runaway girlfriend.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, that brings up so many
Questions.
interesting
Fascinating.
questions. Yeah, so let's see. They're shooting right now, prepping the first season. I really don't know how good Jason Bateman produced it. Oh, okay. I just don't know how good this is going to be if it's not shot in Florida.
Well, the whole plot just doesn't seem like Florida. I mean, you want Florida Man? Hey, have Skip read the news for you a little while. That's
There
more
you go.
Florida Man than anything else. You
That
know,
is Florida Man.
it truly is.
That's a Netflix series right there. Just listen to Skip read the news.
Exactly. Yeah.
Where's this picante sauce made? New York City. Get a rope.
I don't get it. So, well, I think I would rather just watch the Tiger King season 2.
Oh man.
Actually, that's coming
That's
to Netflix.
also being filmed in North Carolina.
Ugh.
Oh man.
Well, that's okay. We don't claim Florida Man titles there. So yeah.
Hey, Robert. No, Robert's in North Carolina.
He said, "Get remember that." Oh man, well, 24, you guys in here watching, thank you so very much. So, this particular episode of Welcome to Florida, we're actually talking about Florida football teams, and we don't have enough time to go over all of them, so we kind of split that list in half, and we're gonna actually start at the bottom.
Well, Lorena, I prepared a 10-hour presentation on all the Florida football teams.
I'm out. Having a snack, guys. I'm out.
You got
Y'all come
20
back now.
minutes.
You hear?
You remember the Muppets with Sam the Eagle? It's a 6-hour salute to all nations, but mostly America. You got a minute and a half. Woo! I love this place. Y'all are great.
I know. God, I love the fact that we thought about that.
Yep.
Yeah, Yvonne Solomon. Yeah, I don't really think it's gonna be all that great. So we're gonna start with what I like to call the bottom of the barrel, which would be University of Miami.
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 Keith Jackson called it Miami.
Is
Miami.
this the same place where the guy who returned the stolen car went?
No, that was up in North Florida.
But it's possible he could have gone to the U.
About the same education system, right?
Well, no. I just know that Lorena's got a great joke for Miami football players.
Miami.
Oh yeah, want to hear the Miami football player? Yes, my Florida relatives call it Miami. They never say Miami. They say that's a Yankee thing. They say Miami. So here's the joke. What do you say to the University of Miami player who's wearing a suit?
Okay, what?
Will the defendant please rise?
Oh! And I was going to come on this channel and be nice and not throw down on people, but oh my gosh, that's awesome. That is.
No, you can't.
No, you can't. Okay, I'm really at home now, so. Oh gosh.
You can't when it comes to Miami. But yeah, not to
well, you remember years ago in the 80s, remember in the 80s when they had the big rivalry with Notre Dame those years, it was criminals versus Catholics.
That's right.
The U had that big bad reputation, and they were always in trouble and stuff. But,
always in trouble. I mean,
and by the way, Stephen, the University of Miami is not a state government school. It's actually a private school down there in South Florida. So it is part of a different type education system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thank
just
you.
to let you know. Yeah.
It's it is actually your girl almost wound up going to University of Miami. They were trying to recruit me really, really, really hard to go to University of Miami. And private school.
Yep.
Lots of money.
I actually had a connection because a friend, a former coworker of mine, you remember the last name Blades? Big in the Blades, Benny Blades, and all those that were big in Miami football many years ago. I actually worked with one of their family members for a number of years. So she told me a lot of stories about the U and stuff like that with them down there.
You know who else used to play for a University of Miami? The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
So, there's a few things that come out of the U.
Yeah. You know, you can count them on one hand, you know, but but yeah, folks, it's a University of Miami in Miami private school. Let's see. I'm actually going to script in it. I know I shouldn't use Wikipedia, but I'm lazy. I decided not to.
That's all good.
Decided I was going to use it. So the most interesting thing, of course, here is you want to look at the rivalries, which of course is Florida State. So here's the thing. If University of Miami is ever playing Florida State, suck it up and root for Florida State. That's the only time. As a University of Florida fan, that you are excused for rooting for Florida State, which is when they're playing Miami, of course.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with you. I feel the same way. So, but you know what is odd I didn't think this was possible. I had a friend that actually many years ago, when the Seminoles were good, was a Florida State fan. He went to work in South Florida, became a Canes fan. I did not think that was possible.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be like me becoming a Georgia fan or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Mrs. DadManWalking. That's kind of like how since I was born in Philadelphia, that's the only reason really why I truly root for the Eagles when I feel like it. The joke is basically, I root for the Eagles and whoever's playing against Dallas. So
Ooh,
that's kind of like the
Yep.
ooh.
same kind of joke. Yep. Yep. So yeah, of course, their other rival, of course, is University of Florida.
I like Florida's colors too, Biggles Mets, but I think yours is because of the Mets, my friend.
Hmm.
Yeah, because they have the same blue and orange.
Okay. Okay. So kind of like a kinship thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Biggles likes you a lot.
I didn't know one of their rivals was Virginia Tech.
VT?
Yeah.
Well, have you ever attended a Miami home football game?
No.
I actually did, and it was a very annoying place to be.
Oh, bet.
Really? I mean, all of them with their hands up with this U. And I was like, would you put your damn hands down so I could see the game? I was like, what is this youth? I mean, anyway. It was just, that like
It's
culture doing it.
very view obstructing. At least at least the Seminole chop is not obstructing.
No, I know, but it's like, what's the purpose of the U? I don't know. And then again, you got everybody that claims that they're the university. Why are they? I mean, they haven't won a national championship in how many years?
Oh, it's decades.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
Yeah.
It's been forever.
Forever.
Ever and ever and ever.
I'm sorry,
Ever.
Jackson.
So yes, this is University of Miami. Also known, yeah, I did. Eventually, eventually, my Yankee accent is gonna go away.
Yeah.
So basically, University of Miami, or otherwise known as the Miami Bin Chickens. Okay, that's who they are. Just to reiterate.
How do you get a bin chicken? How do you get an ibis out of the Hurricanes? I never understood that either.
When I looked up what the mascot was, because first of all, it was an ibis. I didn't know what they were. I just know that every time I seem to leave my house, I have to dodge these freaking things. Like you have to dodge Canadian geese up north. So apparently, you have to do that with ibis. And then somebody says, "Oh yeah, University of Miami, their mascot is an ibis." I said, "You've got to be kidding me!" I looked it up, and sure enough, it's an ibis. So I have no idea how the Miami Hurricanes decided to use an ibis.
Well, they wanted something annoying.
There you go. I would have to agree.
Well,
Ibis
he's angry at least. At least he's
Yeah.
angry looking. So
I'm laughing at what you said in the private chat. Damn it, walk.
I just didn't know if I could get away with a live chat.
Yeah, you could. You could. The ibis have replaced the Canadian geese as the annoying bird down
Hey.
here.
I still wear my Gamecocks hat.
Whoa.
It just says Cox on it.
Well, if I'm allowed to go down,
I'm not. No.
I'm not going. But Stephen, the thing is we like hats. I've collected athletic hats, and since we're talking football, I like the Oregon State Beavers. I start following Pac-10 teams. I like the Beavers. Then and then there was another school, Morehead State, that we had too. So we collected different types of hats around the country. So,
oh my God.
I do remember hearing that at one time in the past. I said the Oregon State what?
Beavers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When somebody told me that, I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'll just let that go.
Absolutely.
I'll let that one go. Oh, well, next up, because like I said, I'm partial because I'm a Florida fan. Next up, of course, we have the Florida State Seminoles.
Ooh.
Although I will say I have got to hand it to the Seminole Nation, the hats off. They have not fallen for any of this PC nonsense. They are not giving up that contract money they have with the university for none of y'all. So hats off to them because their mascot is amazing. Their mascot is something to be revered. Their mascot is as much of Florida history as anything. Florida and the Seminole Nation history, it's like you can't separate the two. But I can clown the football team.
I mean, talk about a program falling off a cliff. I mean, they're like deep dive into think of Prairie View A&M. Think of some of the worst football teams ever. They have gotten so bad so quickly. It's just and even their last head coach that was good that brought them a national title didn't want to stay with them. You know, Jumbo left them and went to Texas A&M. I mean, when you can't even keep a head coach who drove out the previous legendary head coach, you know, what does it say about the desire of your program? You know, it's, you know, talk about instability, you know, and now they're 0-3, 0-4, and they're not even really competitive for the most part.
I think I saw 0-4. I had to look at that. I had to look at that again.
Yeah, because it's, you know, and like I said, to me, a sign that your program's in trouble is when your coach doesn't want to be there. And when Jimbo left them before, they had the infighting between him and the administration and stuff. You know, give me a coach that wants to be there, you know, and not use you as a stepping stone. And, you know, because then they value your program, you know, and you might be able to build something, because that's what made Florida and Florida football great in the 80s to the 90s. First, you had Howard Schnellenberger, who built the U. He was there 10 years. He was there a good long time. Bobby started at FSU in 76. The last time that they had this kind of start, like 0-4. Then you had, but he was there for 30 years. Then you have Spurrier for his 12-year run in Gainesville, you know. And you look at even at the Alabama coaches, Bear Bryant, Gene Stallings, they lasted a whole generation there. And those days seem to be gone, you know, the legendary head coaches, because it's now become everybody's now got to take their hand at the next level, and it usually doesn't work out.
Man, that's a shame, because as it used to be that the head coach was like as ubiquitous as the team, you know, and people went to go play at those particular colleges because of the head coach.
Yeah, exactly. They did.
Oh man, that's a shame. Hey, Keely Chow, there was only one U, and that is University of Alabama. Roll Tide.
We're coming back in Atlanta. We're going to take out the dogs, and we're going to get you in Atlanta in December. Right? Rolena, go Gators. Always.
Go Gators. Gators.
We're getting closer.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Go Gators.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Go Gators.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Go Gators. Come on, Gators. Get up and go.
Ba-da-da. Yeah.
Thank you.
love
Culture, you're the man. You know it, right? Oh, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I used to watch Florida football was always great because it was always the early games, so I got a chance to watch all the Florida teams play. You know, back in the Wild West days when college football was absolutely bananas and they weren't divided up into all these conferences the way they are now, you used to be able to watch every darn game on one of the 27,000 ESPNs. It was fantastic. So I loved it. It was great, you know. And then we started to get more regional sports networks and stuff, and then you'd be able to watch all the other games.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now it's all divided up into conferences, and everybody's you know, cutting a different slice of pie, and the games are very regimented. It's just different. But
and that affects the bowl games, because, you know, the bowl games are already irrelevant because of the quote playoff that they have. Because like here in the Gator Bowl, you got the same two conferences every year, so you're going to have a limited pool of teams playing each other with these conference affiliations. But I was going to say something also with the head coaches. With the head coaches not lasting like they are, that's what made Spurrier great. You know, because he always loved to jab at Tennessee, or he jabbed at Georgia. But when you got these coaches, and I won't say Urban Meyer comes in, it wasn't the same. These different personalities where it's more of a professional job and not personal. You know, it's more clinical and antiseptic, and I think you lose out on those little things that made the rivalries great.
You do, because you miss the personalities. Because you know that joke about Steve Spurrier, right?
Which one? There's plenty of them.
Yeah,
I
it is Steve
know, but
Spurrier.
this one's my personal favorite, right?
Go ahead.
It says, what's the difference between God and Steve Spurrier?
Oh gosh, what?
God doesn't think he's Steve Spurrier.
That's a good line.
I love it.
That's my favorite one.
Hey,
And I love Steve Spurrier to death.
Soul Assassin is a volunteer fan out there. Well, buddy, maybe I like you too. Anyway, I did sing Rocky Top last night on a stream just for the fun of it.
Oh, University of Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah, they did, but I sang it anyway for the people because.
Good old
okay.
Rocky Top.
Woo!
Hey, Latino Slant said foosball.
Foosball.
Goodbye, Coach Klein. Good luck with your foosball.
Dang, Lorena. If they decide to reboot that movie too, you could play the mom then.
That. The Waterboy is one of my favorite movies. Not especially especially for me. I said I love football. I used to be a cheerleader, so The Waterboy was one of the funniest movies that I'd ever seen. Just like all the all the football callbacks, some of the original announcers. It was just a freaking hilarious movie. So me and my sister would like quote the lines all the time.
Yeah.
Plus, I use it when people want to know the difference between Creoles and Cajuns. I said, the Waterboy, that's Cajun. His mom was Cajun. Yeah. They're just like, well, what are we gonna have for dessert? And then you hear like the bug zapper going off as he says squirrel.
That was a great line.
Yeah, that's the essence of Cajun
Foosball.
thing right there. Whatever you're gonna catch. Yep. If it's brown, it's down, and it's for dinner.
Absolutely. It's so funny looking at that screen you have out there, single game tickets for sale. Because what was so great with these teams, you used to not be able to get tickets in the heydays at Florida and Florida State. There was not an empty seat. You struggled to get tickets, and if you did get tickets, a lot of times you had to make significant contributions to the foundation and all that.
Oh yeah.
So, but nowadays, and I do think that that's kind of a problem with college football when teams like Florida State fall off as badly as they do. Oh gosh, I see your reaction, Lorena. So I better stop.
I'm sorry. I love
That's
all
awesome.
these coach jokes.
That's awesome.
These jokes were just like classic, being passed around. Who's Speedy the G? Really? Oh, that's so wrong. Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Thank you, releasing the Kraken right out of the Waterboy film.
Yeah.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Shows no mercy. Oh, man, I love it.
Yes,
and you know what? I didn't get a chance to make it, unfortunately, but I missed Paulie's birthday stream. So happy birthday again, Paulie.
Yeah.
Happy birthday again.
Yeah, I didn't make it onto the panel. I'm having these headaches again because we're having weird weather. So I'm ailing.
Oh, let's see. So next up, all right, is the reason why it's a favorite is because I have family members who are alumni, and this is a very interesting type of university, and that would be the Florida A&M Rattlers.
Yep.
Okay, so they are a historically Black college university here in the state of Florida. And here's the difference about going to an HBCU game, especially the Classic, usually played between Florida A&M and Bethune-Cookman, and Cookman usually winds up losing. People do not go to an HBCU football game to see the football players. People go to an HBCU football game to see the marching bands.
Absolutely.
That's who they go to see. So if you ever see the movie like Drumline, yeah, that's pretty much why it is.
It's real. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's like different thing. We love doing that.
Many years ago, they had Florida A&M and Georgia Southern played a few years in Jacksonville at the Gator Bowl. It was fun to watch, And that's the big thing was at halftime was the marching band, Was it the Marching 100? Is that what they call it?
I think so.
Yeah, it's like they're big, they're famous.
Trouble makes a lot. Yeah, I know, Kelly Chow. We're Florida right now, so we talking Florida A&M. FAMU. FAMU. Oh, Lord. The teeth in their teeth, bro.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I have family members who are FAMU alumni, and that the classic is a fun game to go to. Again, not to watch the football players, you go to watch the band.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome, pretty cool to see. But yeah, they play usually Bethune Cookman College in the classic. And Bethune Cookman is actually in Daytona Beach, founded by a former slave, Mary McLeod Bethune. So if you're ever in Florida, go by Bethune Cookman College and check it out. Lots of history, lots of history there.
Bethune was also known for its baseball program. Apparently, they've put some players in the major leagues, and they've had pretty good teams over the years.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I've heard. So
that I didn't know.
Yeah.
That I didn't know. Yeah, Mrs. DadManWalking, some of the most amazing marching bands you can ever see. I mean, I went to like a suburban college, state college, and then when I went to like an HBCU game and saw the marching band, it's like, holy crap, this is like a stage show. I mean, it's amazing. The coordination is it's amazing. So one of the funniest routines to see is one of those older comics, Sinbad, when he talks about the difference between going to, you say like a white college and a black college football game. We'll pull that up on YouTube. It's a really funny laugh. So the next one that we'll go to, which I call the waiting room, because you couldn't get into University of Florida's program, that would be the UCF Knights.
UCF, baby.
Yeah, and like I said, I stepped foot on that campus once during a game. I ain't going back.
Yeah,
but
it's crazy, ain't it?
It's a zoo.
If you thought of one of the state schools that had the most students, which university would you think?
Well, most people would say either Gainesville or
right, but
or,
it's not.
No, it's UCF.
It's USF. Yeah, it's very surprising. And their program has not been. I think it was 1979 that they were founded. So.
Yeah, and they come up fast in football. Boy, do they come up fast in football.
Very fast. From what I understand, who is it? Did they ask? I think they asked Steve Spurrier. I think they asked him. And they said, what's the difference between University of Florida and UCF? And he just said money and time. Because the players who couldn't get into the program at, like, say, University of Florida or Florida State, they wind up going to UCF. And he's just like, it's only a matter of time. Like here in Orlando, whenever you go to, like, say, you go to Target or Walmart or all that, there's like all this UCF gear, and then they have like the obligatory University of Florida section.
Yeah,
and so put them like both together, but it's interesting. They're competing for the same pool of players.
It's interesting. Like I said, when I was down there that one time, it reminded me of the old Gator Bowl, like the old metal stadiums, like an erector set. It was like, what did not remind me of a new modern football stadium in terms of the way it was built. But also, for them, Auburn fired Gus Malzahn. They hired him this year to be their head coach when their coach left for Tennessee. Yeah, Gus Malzahn got fired at Auburn. He went there when Heupel went to Tennessee. So, I mean, the transition. But see, they're able to attract a big-name coach now. Their thing is going to be, can they get to a bigger conference? They'll never be an SEC school. Although you wonder why Vanderbilt is still in the SEC. So, truly, after losing 62-0 again to Georgia.
Oh, they are just terrible. I have been wondering why Vanderbilt's there for a long time.
Yeah, because I mean, truly, and I love them. They've been there. There's the history, but they just are. I mean, they used to have basketball. The only sport that they are consistent in now is baseball, and they've won a national championship or two in baseball. But In the big revenue sports, football, you almost wonder why they even fired Derek Mason last year because they got worse. But UCF is up and coming. It's just, can they get that break? Could they get in the ACC? That might be more realistic of an opportunity if they could somehow, as these conferences go into expanding to 16, now that the SEC is bringing in Oklahoma and Texas, it's going to be, how can you get in those big conferences if you're going to make the playoffs?
Wow.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Well, I love me some Golden Knights football,
Yeah.
and they were
Very
darn
exciting.
close. They're darn close to beating some top tier programs.
mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, and they do occasionally beat some top tier programs. They are very close to being a powerhouse.
They played. I remember they played Penn State one year.
Yep, they're for real. I mean, they really are. So if you want to watch some exciting football, UCF.
Somebody said Vanderbilt equal money. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it might be in the university charter that, or something in the foundational documents of the SEC. I don't know, but I mean, there isn't a lot of like, we play quality football Vanderbilt arguments to be made. It could be because their educational prowess. I don't know. So who was the last Vanderbilt quarterback that made it into the pros?
Oh man.
Ooh.
Jay Cutler.
There it is. Thank you. That was the last guy, the Bears quarterback, Jay Cutler.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think another one after had a cup of coffee, but they just had a cup of coffee.
Well, Harvard,
like a career.
Harvard's produced one recently.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, he played in Florida.
Yeah, the old guy that keeps bouncing teams.
Yeah, Fitzmagic.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Question: what's the difference between Alabama and Auburn? A Penn State.
Oh, dang, that's true.
Wow.
Yeah, the swinging.
Absolutely. Those Alabama fans don't like Auburn.
Whoo, that is, oh my gosh, what was that? Alabama and Auburn, that's like a Georgia Tech game.
Mm-hmm.
Just man, it's don't call anybody if they're watching that game, really.
Well, it's like I've known Florida fans that have gone into Tallahassee parading that they're Florida fans. And the bad problem is people get their keys carded, and the car is keyed, which shouldn't be. It should be never physical damage and stuff like that.
Right.
But I've seen my former boss who was retiring went in with his Florida Gator shirt, and this waitress roasted the heck out of him all night. She made so much money in tips from all of us because he was kind of a authoritarian boss, but she would roast him, and before he could get anything out, she was gone. She had him all in knots that night because she was a Florida State fan, obviously, and a Gator fan. So she made a lot of money on us that night. So when you go into enemy territory, you better be prepared for what's to come.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can't come in there half-ass. Keely Chow says Georgia Tech, I dare you to come back to the SEC.
Dang straight, I agree with Keely on that one. We why don't we replace Vanderbilt with them? That's a better. That's and I love Vanderbilt, but it's like you got to do something at some point.
Yeah, I just can't be running on fumes there.
But then again, we did detracted from UCF, and like Coulter said, they're up and coming.
They really are.
Yeah.
They really are. So it's going to be really exciting to see what UCF because they're not done. I'm really excited what they're going to wind up doing. So of course, which brings us to the Florida Gators.
We did our cheer a little early.
We already did the cheer.
Yeah,
We're
we
good.
already did the
We're
cheer.
good.
We're good.
Now we got to play the fight song.
Oh God, y'all look! I don't even remember the place.
Dun 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 dun. I can keep going anyway, but I'll stop. But
I love it.
yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. Yeah.
What's really great though about the University of Florida, and I'm guilty of it because I'm one of those people. Everybody that claimed, "Yay, we're Gators," but we never went there. It's so many people. Gator fans, did you go there? Nope.
No,
No.
but it's just like, hey, awesome one. Yeah, sports. Yeah, we're talking sports. We're not the Sports Wars channel, but we're
Hey, listen.
talking about it because hey, Florida and football, it's serious. Like Texas and football, serious.
Yeah, like this last weekend, the Tennessee game in the recent years has been my big game I've aimed for each year. Because why? I just hate Tennessee for some reason, but then the Gators won like 16 of 17 against them. I mean, that's like Georgia over Florida type of numbers there.
The Gator cheer, chomp chomp, ow. I love doing the Gator chop. Love doing the Gator chop.
Lorena, speaking of the University of Florida, do you remember what the stadium used to look like, say back in the 70s or 80s? Before they did all the additions and stuff.
That was before my time. I would have to ask my aunt, I guess she's my aunt. Well, actually, she's like my second cousin. I'd have to ask her because she actually went in like the 60s.
I went with my uncle and my dad to a game against LSU in the 70s. It was probably late 70s. And you know how it's so built up, so boxed now and all? Well, back then, the north end zone, you had the street level. And basically, you had some bricks with the gates, really attractive and vines on it. That was the entrance to the north end zone. And it went down towards the field. And the seating was down there above, and it was like a lower type of north end zone. That was a beautiful thing. I'm sure there are pictures of it somewhere, but, just when you look at some of these stadiums, like the University of Florida is founded, I think, 1906, the established the football program in 1906. It's been around forever, but how these stadiums, like these schools that have been around for so long, have changed over the year, both in their infrastructure and how they operate. It's amazing to look at.
Hey, Xavius, he says, hey, kids, good to see y'all. Good to see you too, Xavius. Glad you're here. The Bear dislikes Auburn, but he hates Tennessee.
Absolutely.
That's true.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Robbie loses to Tennessee. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's all true.
Well, your girl actually has a historical link to the University of Florida.
Ooh.
Are you familiar with the P.K. Young Library?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
My fourth great grandfather's name was Philip K. Young.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey.
So actually, I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the future going through a lot of microfilm and stuff in the library. But yes. Yeah, so I have ties to that particular library. That was there. It was pretty awesome. I'm like, is it the same guy? They're like, yeah, they basically founded the library at University of Florida. I'm like, wow, okay. That's pretty freaking cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's bring Florida man and football together. New story. Florida man burns car because of Gator flag. Something tells me that actually happened.
Oh man, who knows? I don't know. I don't know where she got that one from.
Oh, that's it.
Would have probably happened in Tallahassee, though.
That's just what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Tallahassee thing to happen.
Oh boy.
Oh wow. This was absolutely a lot of fun. We're gonna have to go over the other
There's more. There's so many more programs.
There's University of South Florida.
Yeah.
And South Florida was only established in 97. So it's really still a new program.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then what we're talking about are the bigger ones. You got FIU, Florida International, you got Florida Atlantic. Those are state schools in South Florida. And then you got the not just the 1AA NCAA, you got the NAIA schools. You got some all over the place. So
yeah, but the FIU's really up and coming fast too. There are 3 colleges in Florida that are up and coming football programs.
Snort a
Wow.
USF, boo. Those are awesome. I love this chat.
Hey, Abatano. I'm gonna say it'll be a cold day in hell when that happens, and
There will be no way they've tried. They've tried multiple times, and not only everybody rejects it soundly, alumni, you name it, and they're just like, no, this is absolute. And you know what? The tribe's behind it.
right.
They ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Ain't going nowhere.
That's the main difference, I think, in this whole situation with the debates is the people that, quote, should be offended are actually supporting it and are in agreement with how it's being used and that it's being used. So, that's the way to silence the opposition. But they like it. They agree with it.
Yeah, totally. It's like I tell people, it's like when you see the Florida State Seminole mascot, it's not a caricature.
No.
And anyone who has ever lived in Florida, born in Florida, even transplanted to Florida, the Seminole Indian Nation is as fundamental to the state of Florida's history as anything. You know, and it's not something that, you know, people joke about. It's literally a source of pride, and the Seminole Nation is very invested, extremely invested in it. That's not, you know, the school's mascot is done, like we were saying, with the full sanction of the Seminole Nation. So Washington and Cleveland, you know, their mascots, they just kind of, you know, put them together, for lack of a better term. Florida State Seminole, the Seminole mascot was developed in conjunction with sanction from the Seminole Nation. So that's a completely different thing. So yeah, I don't see them.
Yeah,
they better not.
Yeah, they'd really irritate some folks. There's no doubt.
Well, at least at this point, the way that they're playing, they might have a better chance of shutting the football program down completely than changing the name. But they'll get better one day. So,
wow, you are merciless today.
I'm sorry. I think Lorena started it when she came out the gate with that first joke. So
I did.
That opened the doors.
I did.
Hey, listen, culture. I'm gentle tonight because I've held a lot back on Tennessee. Forget Georgia.
Okay.
My hated school's Tennessee.
But I
say that, but I love it. I love the people in Tennessee. They're good rivals. What's funny though?
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
What's funny though is that, you know, where I'm down in Florida, I don't even listen to the sports radio down here because all we get is the Jaguars. Every show's Jaguar. No Gator. Very little Gator talk. It's all NFL and it's all Jaguar. It's like gouged my eyes out with that stuff. I'm actually listening to the sports station out of Knoxville, Tennessee, that carries the Vols games, and they do a good job. And they talk both NFL, but they focus on the college game. You know, because there is a big difference between the college game and the NFL.
Huge.
There is, although I will say I love being close to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, and that's good. I mean, at least you got a winning team. I mean, geez. The people of Miami have been in a drought and sorry, I better watch what I say, but you can't even say a good word about the Jaguars these days. You can't because they suck. And even the new coach probably ain't going to make a difference. So
no, Miami and Jacksonville have just sucked.
Well, didn't Jacksonville get taken down by the Redbirds, the Cardinals today?
I don't know who they played because I've been busy streaming all day.
Yeah, I'm sorry they did.
I don't know, but it's no surprise if they did. You know, and look, the town had to bring in cruise ships the one year they hosted the Super Bowl. That was a strange event. But yeah, it's been bad. You know, I call some of us call it the curse of Tebow. The fact that they wouldn't bring Tebow in at least as a shot as a quarterback legitimately. Because look, we had to live with Blaine Gabbert and Bortles, all these clowns that we had to live with to give them 5 years that never did anything but, you know, set the franchise back.
Wait a minute. The Eagles are playing the Cowboys?
Oh, I think I think they're
Lord. Well,
Speaking of,
crying and birds.
In Philly, in Philly, they burn cars. In Florida, they burn couches.
No, I thought that's West Virginia. West Virginia burns the couches.
All right.
In Morgantown,
Always-
West Virginia.
Are you
When they have
sure?
a big win. Yeah, Morgantown, West Virginia, they burn couches after big wins. So
I'll keep an eye out because I haven't seen a burning couch yet.
no, but you know what's interesting with Philadelphia? Don't they have a jail in the stadium?
If not,
Yeah.
they should.
They do, and so does Miami.
Miami.
I think they have a. I think they have a court in there too. Probably not. Okay, maybe I'm being hyperbolic, but yeah.
You're probably not. Miami, you're probably not. No. No. Nah. Oh man, as usual, time flies way too
does.
fast. Way
It
too
does.
fast on this show. DadManWalking, thank you so much for joining us. This has been awesome. We're gonna have to have you again on the show
I don't know.
another
I
time.
don't know about that.
You just made my night. Thank you. And it's been truly an honor to get to talk to you in person and to culture again, and for being invited on. I appreciate you opening the door for me.
Oh, absolutely. How you doing, Fat Steven?
I know nothing about football, so I feel like all you guys were talking in Chinese subtitles.
Cool.
That's okay. That's okay. If you hang around with me a little bit longer, and if you branch out and broaden your horizons, I'll teach you some football.
As soon as you remember to thank me as well, when the other two people you.
Oh my.
I'm sorry. Hey, look,
You don't love
yeah,
me
no.
First time I'm quiet for 45 minutes and he doesn't know what to say.
Well, you were so quiet, I forgot you were there, buddy. I'm sorry.
Oh, my.
I was writing my will. The football was boring me.
Because listen, I never forget my roots because you're the first guy that ever brought me onto YouTube playing Fortnite. You know, I never forget my roots. You know, between you and Amanda. I know, but I want you to feel bad for messing with me though, because everybody deserves to hear how good of a human being you are and how you insisted I come on your channel to play Fortnite, and you helped create the monster that is on Fortnite now. And now I'm creating other little monsters out there to go and terrorize the world.
You and your family have been like a welcome addition across the YouTube board, not just here with Welcome to Florida and Lunch Table, whether it's Fortnite or not. You guys have made an impact, and
Absolutely.
you're giving other people the drive and the kind of like the inspiration to reach out and start talking to their creators. And stop calling me a Fortniter. God dang it.
Exactly. Cappuccino, I don't know if they do. Or do you have it confused with Buc-ee's? Which I still have to go to. I still have to go to Buc-ee's. Because I need a t-shirt.
Have you ever stopped at the one in St. Augustine yet?
No, that's on my list.
Okay. Be careful when you go there. Okay? Because when we drove down south, I missed the exit. Mrs. was telling me, that's your exit. I'm like, no, I don't see the sign. Because I was looking for Daytona where they had a big sign.
Yeah,
but you know, in St. John's County, there's no signs allowed. You know how they got to be perfect with no signs and all. So I missed the exit. Then I drove down. I came back. We went to Outlet Malls. Came back to this exit. Turned off. There's Buc-ee's right there. There's the light. I'm going to turn. Mrs. like, that's not right. I'm like, yes, it is. Turn. I'm back on 95.
Oh
Gotta go down. Come back up. Do it another time, and then this time I finally passed the first light to get the second light to make the left turn. So when you're coming up, if you take 95, make sure you don't turn on the entrance road back on the 95.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have to go to the Buc-ee's in St. Johns County because there's a cemetery that I'm visiting that's only open every third Saturday of the month because the graves are so old. So I have to go there and check it out. So
well, if I could figure out how to send a cheesecake in the mail to Steven, I would send him a cheesecake. But I don't think it would last.
It wouldn't. I would rub it all over myself and eat it at the same time. So yes, it would not last.
I'm sorry, Snortapoopus. I'm sorry, Pinellas County didn't make it this week, but I think they've been in so many stories.
Exactly. Hey, and Pinellas, you know what, Snorter, you needed a night off. I mean, hey, we mentioned Columbia County. I don't think
Yeah.
I don't remember if we've ever mentioned
Yeah.
Columbia County before.
Oh, I'm sorry, Caviton.
Oh.
Yes, they were. I'm sorry. I had a complete and total brain fart. Yes, Buccaneers were known for doing that. They were the kings of the barbecue.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. You know what? This is funny. This got sent to me by our friend, Release the McCracken.
Oh Lord.
I think he linked us all in.
Why am I
It feeds right into the football conversation before we end.
Oh, I always get nervous.
It ain't dangerous. I thought you'd dig it. Thank you, Release the McCracken.
Lord, yes, yes. Oh, a rosary and holy water.
Oh my!
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know that. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that. Oh my!
Wow, she wasn't kidding.
Nope.
Police say Ivan Waters set flyer to a Florida Gators window flag, saying he did it because he roots for the Miami Hurricanes. Florida, the woman used a cup of water to put out the fire, which left scorch marks and burnt plastic on the passenger's side of her car window.
What can we say? We take our football seriously down here.
Florida.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
even beyond reasonable points.
Oh.
I mean, you couldn't just like spray paint the flag or draw a Sharpie on the flag. No, he had to set it. Oh, I guess it was go big or go to jail. I don't know.
Well, if you're gonna go to jail, you might as well make it worth it, I guess.
Mhm. Did you
so-
set a flyer to a Florida Gators Orlando flag? Okay. All right, I understand. You're still going to jail, but I understand.
Well,
Bless his heart.
heart.
Exactly. We know what that means.
Yeah, we
Oh,
do.
yeah,
We love-
do.
Well, bless her heart.
That
Yeah, well, that means she
classic-
can go to hell.
Yes, that classic Southern insult. Exactly. Bless your heart.
Oh yeah.
Oh, bless your heart.
Oh my gosh. Well, folks, thank you so much for joining us for this stream.
Yeah,
We
it was a great
appreciate
one.
every single flipping one of you
Every
guys
time.
hanging
Absolutely.
out with us
Every
tonight.
time.
The chat was really on fire too. So.
Yes, you guys were
I will-
absolutely on
I
fire.
will also have to say my respect to Keely Chow because every time I hear everybody say "Roll Tide," I start screaming "Go Gators!" So it's like, I just can't help it. It's like "Go Gators, go Gators!" So, but,
I like Alabama. Alabama.
yeah, I mean, you got to beat them. I mean, they lose every once in a while, but they're the big dogs consistently. I mean, we're looking at Clemson might be falling off now.
Mhm.
Ohio State's,
Yeah,
the one program that has been consistent and taken off the comers has been Alabama.
Yeah.
Even Georgia, I think everybody's putting too much stock in Georgia, and I don't think that they're.
It's gonna
I
be
don't-
rough this year.
I don't
Next
think.
week.
I think it's a coaching issue with Georgia because I think Saban is too smart for Georgia's coaching staff. So but we'll
Next
see what
week.
happens.
You're
Next
so
week.
welcome. You're so welcome. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming. So next week,
Next week.
my plan for the stream next week is to live stream from Epcot because we're going to go around to the different pavilions so I can say yet more history about my family and actually they relate to these different countries, and hopefully if things go well, you guys will get to see the new fireworks and water show with the Stargate and the 4 death tacos.
So do they really look like death tacos?
Oh, it's terrible. The
It's
sight lines are destroyed.
It's horrible. DadManWalking.
Destroyed.
You remember how I forget have you been to Epcot before?
Yes, many times. But
Okay.
when I was there last, they didn't. They had some of the stuff that was flat to the water, but they raised that bridge and they brought the stuff out for the nighttime show.
Yeah, and that's what they used to do.
Yeah,
They would bring the
right.
barges out, but during the
there's
day it was all covered,
Right.
and you can
There's
see
a whole-
all the country pavilion.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful
There's a
sightlines.
whole storage lagoon designed specifically for that purpose.
Right.
And some lazy bonehead decided we're not going to bother to pull all this stuff around
Sacrilege.
and park it.
Really.
I'm so
Yes.
mad.
It looks
Really,
like
the whole thing was the view of the lagoon. You know, like you said,
It ain't there no more.
not,
Now
it's not
Death,
there
Death,
anymore.
yeah,
You've
now it's
got
Death
these
Taco and
Wow.
big
Stargate.
monstrosities sticking out. Again, a Stargate surrounded by
And
4 Death
and
Tacos.
bad engineering all over the place there.
Very bad.
Well, see, that's one of the things. It's things like that that are making us have made us reevaluate where we go, where we spend our dollars. You know,
Mhm.
I mean, the Universal stuff is better rides, more fun. You know, things like that. And
Universal
all that.
is amazing, and something else that I wanted to mention before I end the stream, and my channel members already saw this when I put it up there. Poseidon's Adventure,
Mm-hmm.
which used to be up and running,
Right.
not running anymore. Now they've got it behind construction walls. So
Right.
there's a rumor out there that it might be turned into a Zelda attraction.
See, that would be awesome. Even though our kids are now adults, they would love that because
Yep.
Zelda. They were both, especially my oldest, was really into Zelda. The whole talk
Mhm.
about Epic, the Epic World, the new part
Yep.
coming. That's got people talking, not new IP stuff of something
No.
retrofitted. It's like stuff that's not been. It's
Mhm.
really when you talk about possible Mario Land and things like that. That's new property.
Everybody's waiting. It's just like with the Velocicoaster, the worst kept open secret.
Yep.
Everyone knew what it was, and
Well-
everyone kept looking for it. Like, is it open? Is it open? Is it open yet?
Well, and
Oh.
it's like with the new Kong attraction. Everybody knew that was coming. It's like you're not. This
Yeah.
is not. I mean, I. It's really easy to get a hold of a lot of materials, including blueprints and stuff for most people. So it's like,
Mhm.
oh, I can see this.
Mhm.
Oh, look at all this stuff. It's like,
Please tell me that you did ride on the front seat of Velocicoaster.
Oh, several times.
Okay, there is nothing like
See-
that front seat view.
and that's important, Lorena, because that way you ain't catching somebody's wig in your face.
Nope.
No, you're not.
Nope.
Your wig might hit them, but it's like,
Yeah, so it like I said, it's a rumor, and that hat tip for that actually goes to YouTuber Rick Flicks. He does a lot of Universal streams, so he is of the mind that it could possibly be a Zelda attraction. All I know is
Mhm.
they're doing construction. I'm keeping my eye on it, kind of like with Tron. So I'll keep you guys
but if
posted.
you know,
What's
but
going
if
on?
you know that area of the park between the Mythos restaurant and the facades that are there, that whole building,
Mhm.
it's Zelda seems like a natural modification that would not require a lot of massive uh, construction on the outside parts of it.
Absolutely, especially if you've done Poseidon's Adventure, if you've ever done that, like gone through the whole attraction,
Mhm,
it fits
yeah.
perfectly. So it's
I mean,
probably
yeah, you just change the inside. There you go, Arwen. You're right.
oh god, it was
Hey,
funny.
yeah, it's like anybody that wants to go there, I'll ride the front seat with anybody. Arwen, Culture,
Mm.
Lorena, even you, Steve. Come on down when you can.
Only if you let me wear this outfit.
You can wear whatever you wear if you'll ride the
You know what?
Velocicoaster.
It's Universal.
your
That
wreath,
would
though.
actually fit in, considering some of the stuff that I've seen people wear at Universal. To be honest with you. Oh, but folks, again, you guys
you.
are absolutely amazing. I appreciate it so very much. We're going to wrap up the stream, guys. Again, we will see you soon. See you next week. Of course, I think Doomcock is running a stream. Nina's
He is.
running a stream.
Yep.
Please you go ahead and raid those.
Raid.
And I just want to say thank you again, Lorena. Thank you again very much.
Oh, you were very welcome. Very welcome. You have an open invitation to come on, my dear.
Yeah. Plus, you have a great accent. So there you go.
Yes.
Oh, you like the Southern comes out enough for you?
Yeah. You're
How
plenty
dare
southern.
you? What it don't come out so good? You say now.
Oh,
Well,
boy.
I know. Okay. Well, at least you appreciate real Florida, Not
There
a
you go.
transplant. There you go. Thank you again. I appreciate it.
You guys are awesome.
Night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.